Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Dr. Stephen Stokes. I can't find my mic stand. I'm going to hold the mic for the entire video. I'm sure my shoulder is going to be very sore afterwards, but there'll be no karaoke. I just want to take a moment and explain to you the importance of defining your symptoms. So when I see a patient clinically, the first thing we do is we discuss all of the symptoms they're having. And this is not just at the site of the problem, and that's the key. So if someone comes in with stomach problems, yes, we discuss the stomach symptoms. That's important. But more importantly is to get an overview of all the symptoms that they're experiencing in their health. When we do this, we can then define different systems of the body that may not be working correctly. And that's going to open up a lot of doors as to how we can do a holistic treatment to get the entire body functioning and working properly, which, by the way, will then in turn heal the problem they're having. And this is an approach that works. It works better than any other approach, and it's an approach that nobody does. The reason they don't do it is because it takes time. It can take up to an hour to discuss with a patient every little detail of every little symptom they're having. Actually, by the time we're done, in most cases, the patient realizes that the original problem they're coming in with is not even the most significant problem they're having. And that's a dramatic aha moment for the patient. But anyways, everybody talks about how don't treat symptoms, treat the cause, and symptoms don't mean anything. I disagree with all that because symptoms are important. The symptoms you're having are the warning signs that your body is screaming out to try and get you to pay attention. The problem is that you are not good enough to define an order of which symptoms are more important than others, right? You're prioritizing that based on a lot of other factors, emotional factors, things like that. And you need to write all the symptoms down and then have somebody else look at them who has experience and categorize all the symptoms in different systems so we can build a treatment plan. Now, here's the good news. You can go to my website and you can do a symptom survey. It's a free survey you do on the computer, and you send it to me. I look at it, and I can tell you the different systems of your body that need to be addressed, and I can even give you a basic formulation of how to approach the problem. And I can do all that with a symptom survey. I've offered symptom surveys to patients for 20 years. It's always been available online to people who watch my videos, and very few people take me up on it. I don't know why. I think that maybe they feel that I'm going to charge them or something. I do it at no charge, guys. So if you're suffering and you'd like a different insight or a different approach, or you'd like some new eyes on why you're suffering, go to my website, fill out the symptom survey, and let's have a look at the big picture. Because a lot of times you have to know the big picture, switching hands. You have to know the big picture so you can understand how the body is functioning, right? Because the body has an innate ability to heal. And if it's not healing for some reason, we need to know why. And a lot of times, the very reason why you're not healing is because your body is not wanting to heal that because of something else that it's protecting or something else that it's involved with, right? It's like vitamin D. Okay, if somebody has a vitamin D test done that shows low vitamin D, and they say, oh, my vitamin D is low, so they're going to just start taking vitamin D, great. And then they do another blood test, their vitamin D is now high. Well, that's fantastic, great. That's great for the vitamin D manufacturers, and temporarily it's good for your body, maybe. But the real question is, why is my body low in vitamin D? If you live in Florida, like I do, and a patient has low vitamin D and they are outside a lot, that's a problem, right? Because that is not normal. If somebody lives up in Newfoundland, Canada, where I was born, where there's no sun, right? And they have low vitamin D, well, guess what? Everybody in Newfoundland has low vitamin D because there's no sun. They live like vampires. And so that makes sense, right? So the idea is you do the symptom survey, you pay attention to the symptoms, and you make sense of the big picture. I'll give you another quick example. I had a patient I spoke to a few days ago, and they were having problems with peeing at night, right? Nocturia, that they get up and pee at night a lot. And that patient, it turns out, is diabetic. Now, the reason why they're peeing at night is likely because the body is wanting to get rid of all that urine to flush out insulin, to get it out of the system, right? Wants to release that, get the toxic chemicals out of the body. So it's peeing a lot to flush the system. This is a normal response to an abnormal condition, right? Normal response is nocturia, night peeing. Abnormal condition, diabetes mellitus. That is going to be treated much differently than somebody who comes to me and does not have diabetes and they're just having a lot of nocturia. That means something different. And a lot of times in the diabetic condition, for example, if you just go in there and you give them a drug to stop them from peeing at night, well, great, they don't get up to pee. But now their body cannot get rid of all that toxin in the urine. So what's happening now? That's going to back up and cause other problems. Okay, I went off topic a bit. My point is, if you're suffering, if you're interested in these types of topics, if you'd like an opinion, a second opinion, go to my website, do the symptom survey, send it to me. I will look at it and I will give you my opinion. Now, you could ask, why am I doing this? Because there's no charge. Do I have lots of money? Am I just sitting around in my office with nothing better to do than to give my time and expertise for free? Of course, that is definitely the answer. That's what I'm doing. But in seriousness, I'm a clinician. And as a clinician, I rely on clinical data to make decisions. And that's what feeds me. That's what makes me happy. Everybody that fills out a symptom survey gives me an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to learn more and to collect clinical data. And that's why I do it. That's why I love to do it. Also, if you are a fan of the channel, if you would like to support me, then while you're on my website, apply for a patient direct account with Standard Process. Standard Process, of course, is a manufacturer of supplementation here in the United States. They have a farm, big organic farm in Wisconsin, where they grow most of their products. They are one of the only companies that I ever recommend. And of course, they're the company that I have recommended the most in the last 20 years of clinical practice. I have a very strong relationship with Standard Process. I stand by them and I believe in their products, and I've seen their products do absolute miracles with my patients. If you fill out a Standard Process Patient Direct account, it's a free account that you get, then you can purchase the supplements directly from Standard Process with no middle person. They ship them directly from their Wisconsin farm to your house. It cuts out any, extra people in between. You don't pay any more money for this account at all. And as a result of that, Standard Process will give me a little credit from the order. And that little bit of credit helps support the channel. It shows your appreciation to me. I appreciate it. It's not anything dramatic. It's just a little bit of extra money. It buys a coffee. It inspires me to make more videos, and it shows your support. And I really do appreciate that. Okay, so go and check out the symptom survey, complete that, get some additional information. While you're on the website, check out my books. I wrote 2 books, Philosophical Physician, right, which is a book about basically my journey, my own health journey. This is kind of far out, not for everybody. There's a lot of esoteric, wild stuff in there. But I also wrote Heal Yourself, nice big thick book. Heal Yourself, the 7 Steps to Innate Healing. This book is for everybody. And what this is a manual to take you from knowing nothing about health to trying to get yourself healthy in 7 steps. Each step is explained in detail. For example, the first step is eliminate pain, and also recommendations, all Standard Process Meta-Herb recommendations in here. It's like a manual, a clinical manual for the treatment of all sorts of different conditions. It is a recommended reading for my patients, and you can get this for free on my website, free download, with a no-charge patient direct account with Standard Process. I'll see you again soon. please reach out in the comments if you have any questions for me, or reach out privately to me through my website. Thank you very much. I hope this was useful.